Hey everyone, welcome back to 10 Minutes with Barb and Ron. Barb Gentili Green here, trying to record from the outside. So we'll see, I might have a wasp land on my face and you'll get to see me frantic, but we're just going to try something different today. So.
Oh man, I hope you're not fatal to those wasps, Barb.
No, I'm not. I think you would be though, wouldn't you?
I would be the honeybee. The honeybee, yes. The honeybee I am, and I love honey. And I'm Ron Rogers with OCALI, and it's great. I'm so glad that we're doing this one. And so a little bit about myself, and then Barb will say something. I thought I'd talk about a hobby today. Not many people realize it, but I collect old parking meters and gas pumps and old gas signs from the old Petroliana days. Okay, that's my hobby. You know a little bit more about me.
You're just so many unique interests. Do you have a big garage or something that you store these things in?
No, my wife don't let me put any of that stuff at our house. It all stays at Dad's.
Okay. Oh, well, my hobby is gardening, I should say. I love to put flower gardens in. I hate to weed. I love to walk around and cut my flowers in the morning. And so summertime is great for that. So that's my one hobby that I'll talk about today. So what are we going to be, talking about for 10 minutes with Barb and Ron today, Ron?
Well, I don't know if folks remember, I'm sure they do, but in one of the first episodes, we said, you know what, this is all new for us. We've never used YouTube. There's a lot of different tools on YouTube. We've never really recorded like this before. So I thought we'd just talk about some of the positives and negatives and things of YouTube, kind of what works for us and maybe what hasn't worked for us.
Okay.
So
sounds good. Yeah. Been a lot of new learning, hasn't there?
There has been a lot of new learning. There has. And I want to say this right up front, Barb. It's kind of interesting because in the evenings, right before I go to sleep, I've been watching other YouTubers, educators. And wow, they have like 200,000 followers or 500,000. Some guy tapes from inside his car and he has like millions of followers. And what I found is I've emailed each one of these folks. And not one of them's returned my email.
Oh,
I know.
That's awful.
I've also put little things on their discussion areas. And they delete them.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's weird. That's weird. Well, Ron, I have to say, when you talk about followers, that's something that you told me was pretty important. Like, we got to, subscribers are what we need to think about. And so I have to tell you, it's such an ego thing, though. Like, I don't think I have a big ego, but when I get on there and I go, oh, I'm not sure we have enough followers. How can we increase our subscribers? So tell me about why you think that's an important thing to have a lot of subscribers.
Well, I think we're judged by how many followers and subscribers we have and how many people view, how many views we get and how long they're on those views. I think those are some big items. So, for example, some of the fast things that I thought we could do, and I went ahead and did it on my email. I've added our YouTube channel link at the bottom of my emails in the signature area. I think that's just a fast way to advertise, to get the message out there. I've actually stooped low enough to text friends and family the links, not just emailing them out. But also, like different things that we're doing, I'll kind of sneak that down in the bottom, as at the end, even though it doesn't have anything to do with anything else.
Right,
stuff like that. I don't know if it's helping.
Well, I loved your idea about putting it in the signature line. So when I saw you had done that on yours, I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? UDL is also about, communicating and, sharing. And so that's a great way to do it. So, but one of the things I thought about, Ron, is how you put your quotes at the beginning of your email, and because then people really read it. I wonder if every now and then we ought not put our YouTube link at the very first part of our email, so they, we're ruthless. I mean, they can't get away from us. So
oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And the quotes that I put at the top are new quotes. They're not in the signature or anything. Those are always new and hopefully have something to do with the email. And I don't always put them up there, but you're right. We could put the link up there. That could be the first thing. Hey, if you haven't checked out 10 minutes with Barb and Ron, you need to do that. So that's a good idea. I like that one. That's a quick one.
So I think another question I have is about the comment section of YouTube. You've been doing some looking at how to use that and the importance of that and the importance of responding. So what are your thoughts about that right now?
Well, my thoughts are that we haven't found the magic formula, because, we have asked some things in the past for people, like, for example, I was on the set of, yeah, you didn't hear that because I'm not going to say, and people were supposed to guess, and nobody's tried to guess yet. And that's that kind of, there's little things. How do we get people to have that nice discussion? I'm hoping that this gets into the hands of some YouTubers out there and they can make some suggestions to us. That's what I'd like to have.
Yeah, that would be good, because, we're just trying to be expert learners about this, right? Do some self study. You're watching some videos, trying to read some articles about what's the best way to promote whatever it is that you're trying to do. And so it's about multiple means of representation, right? So how are we getting that message out there? And so, we've talked about a few of those, but I'd be curious what other people have as ideas, because, our passion, my passion anyway, is I just want people to know more about UDL. And I don't really care how they find that out. I hope that our videos are one way that will help them with that. But yeah, we just want to keep growing and learning.
And you just mentioned something. I've been really focused on universal design for learning and the engagement aspect for our YouTube channel, to get us started off. The focus for me has been kind of that engagement. And now you just brought up something that makes me think, and I should revisit that area of the UDL framework, which is that representation, and whether or not, I've really thought that through a whole lot about, where we are with the representation piece and everything. So yeah, that's nice. Thanks.
Yeah, well, I think one of the ways we're trying to do that, and this is kind of a reminder to folks, is that, hey, buddy, here comes my dog.
Oh, right.
Is that we provide some resources in our show notes. We give them some written resources. So that's a different way. So here we're talking, but then we also don't forget to check the resources, because it's another way that we're trying to get some information to you. So, yeah, we're trying. And that action and expression, right? That's them trying to comment back to us on a discussion board. So we'll see how that goes. So
You're right. So we've got, let's see here. We got a minute and a half left. So real quick, I just kind of want to, this will kind of be my ending statement. I would love for people to contact us in the discussion area and let us know, some ideas on what can we do better? How can we improve? I'm not sure that we even have the written statements at the beginning of what we're about. Maybe we need to tweak that more. Maybe we need to change the header at the top of our channel, where we have kind of me as a cartoon and you and a little, title. Maybe we need to up that ante. Maybe we need to do an intro video that we can post. I don't know. Maybe people will give us some ideas. What's your thoughts?
My thought is, so that, just shamelessly going to ask you to please subscribe so that it will help our ego. If we could break into the triple digits, that would be awesome. And just remember that we're just out here trying to spread the joy of UDL and having everybody be expert learners. So thanks for those that have subscribed, and grab a friend and ask them to do so.
Well, I'm going to say Ron out.
And Barb is out.
YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment, and share.